Hey babes, welcome back and happy Prime Day 2. I am bringing you 75 of the best deals that are happening today. They end tonight, but please make sure, if you have not already, go check out yesterday's Prime Day 1 video because I shared 75 additional deals there, and we have got a lot of good things to cover today. Now heads up, we do get this list ahead of time. Things can change, products can back out, they can deepen discounts, whatever. So just kind of use this as a guide instead of like an absolute, this is exactly what the deal is. And then we will go ahead and get started. I will have everything numbered up on screen and linked in the description bar and comment section. So it'll be the direct link. You won't have to like dig through a storefront or anything for it. But we'll just go ahead and hop right in. I've got my little list here. So product number 1, I wanted to mention these because they were going to be 34% off. And I feel like this is so random, but like I never see Crest white strips on a deal. Like on Amazon I do, but just like not in general, like in the store or anything. Maybe I'm just missing it, but I feel like 34% off was very, very impressive. So I for sure wanted to include it, although I have to use Lumino because I am a very sensitive teeth girly. So I will link Lumino as well under number 1 in the description bar if they are on a deal, which I believe they are. But yeah, Crest whitening strips, 34% off. You can't beat it. Product number 2 is this shower cap that I actually have and love. I think it's easy to put on. Of course, it's easy to take off. I hang mine to dry and I feel like it just keeps my hair bone dry, but it's also really silky. So I feel like my hair never has like any crazy static. It doesn't mess up my style. Kitsch is one of my favorite brands. So when I saw that their stuff was going to be on Prime Day, I was like, yeah, we have to cover it. And then number 3 is actually the Bio-Ionic long barrel curling iron. And I do see people on TikTok all the time talk about this. So this is actually on my wish list, but one of the reasons why I'm thinking about buying it is the long barrel aspect, because if you have super long hair, you know that a long barrel is sometimes needed. And I switch up, change my mind between short and long all the time. So I absolutely love the idea of a long barrel curling iron over just like a standard. And I did see that Bio-Ionic has a lot of stuff on a deal today. Now this Dyson Airwrap for product number 4 is on a deal and it does say 24% off, but to be honest, the picture that you're seeing on screen is all that I could get in my sale info, and that kind of confused me a little bit because usually the Dyson comes with more attachments and the carrying case, so I'm not entirely sure if every single Dyson Airwrap, even like different models, are going to be on a deal or just this particular one, but this one is showing at 24% off. Number 5, this came just in the nick of time. This is the Grande Lash Serum in the sensitive formula. Now, I don't use the sensitive formula, but I do know that some people have said this is a pretty aggressive lash serum. It makes your lashes grow super fast. Use it twice a day, every day for 6 weeks, and you will see a huge difference, but it does irritate some people's eyes. So when I saw that the sensitive one was included on the deal, I wanted to go ahead and link it if you have maybe tried the regular one in the past and it didn't work for you. But product number 6 is the regular Grande Lash Serum, and that is going to be right around 33% off on Prime Day. This is my personal fave, and I would actually say I have pretty sensitive eyes, sensitive skin, and I've never had any issues with this lash serum. So it is one of my faves. I definitely always use sales as a restock time because it is kind of expensive, but I'm telling you, nothing makes my lashes look as good as this does. And I always get asked like, what mascara do you use? Your lashes look fantastic. And I'm like, it's the lash serum. It is not the mascara. Number 7, this L'Occitane Almond Milk Concentrate is going to be 15% off on the deal. And I am actually going to restock on this because I am 100% out of mine. And that is as of today. I literally used the last of it today. Now this lasted me about 6 months and I use it multiple times a week. The reason I like the concentrate is I feel like it's a little bit more lightweight. So I actually really prefer to use this all over my body after I self-tan. Like I'll let the self-tanner sit and usually I'll do it the morning after because sometimes self-tanning can just make your skin feel like really dry and like weird. This completely takes that feeling away, but it's still lightweight and I don't feel like it's gonna actually break up my self-tanner. I do also use this like as my self-tanner kind of like barrier. Sometimes you're supposed to put lotion on your elbows and hands like before or after you self-tan, and I will use this for that as well. So 15% off. It is an amazing size. Again, I got 6 months out of mine and I use mine all the time. But product number 8 is actually the L'Occitane hand cream. This will be 19% off. This is significantly thicker. This is like, I really only use this on my feet and hands because it is thick, thick, thick. And I, one, don't want to use it on my legs and like have that thick feel all over, but also I just feel like this is something that's like, it really needs to be put on super dry skin, which I struggle with this time of year. So 19% off, you guys. There are so many good L'Occitane products. Number 9 is the Milk Makeup Jelly Tint. This can be used as a like liquid blush on your cheeks. You can use it on your eyes for a little bit of color. I prefer things like this if you're wanting like not as much of a pigmented payoff. Now, Milk Makeup, still pretty pigmented, but I feel like if you're not 100% comfortable with like liquid blush, this is a great place to start because I feel like it just gives a little bit of a lighter application. Product number 10 is actually a curling iron that I have now, and it's showing at 33% off. I love T3 so much. And again, I just kind of want to try Bioionic because I just keep seeing things about it and get asked, you know, to review it. But to be honest, like I have zero complaints about my T3 curling iron. I use all T3 stuff apart from my Dyson Airwrap, and I've used T3 since 2019, and it's just the brand that I go back to. Like anytime I do switch, I find that like I don't like the way that my hair looks or feels or the shine, and I feel like T3 just has all of the goodness wrapped up into their hot tools. So 33% off for that. Product number 11 is the Tarte Shape Tape that will be 40% off. 40, you guys, that is absolutely insane. Now, I do not use this on a day-to-day basis, but Tarte Shape Tape is like, I have a wedding. I wore it in my own wedding when I did my makeup. Like, I am going to be wearing makeup for like 12 plus hours. That is when I am putting my Tarte Shape Tape on. 40% off. You cannot go wrong with this. I usually err on the lighter side, but I've even seen some people that will get Tarte Shape Tape in a darker color and they'll use that as their contour. So really, really versatile product. And then number 12 is actually the daily mascara that I wear. It is the Tarte Tubing Mascara, and I use exclusively tubing mascara from a few different brands. I kind of find that tubing mascara is what I like the most, just because one, I think it's not as harsh on your eyes, but two, it's just so easy to get off. It like comes off in pieces in the shower, but Tarte tubing mascara, it's like, it's up there. Definitely is one of my faves. I have it in black and brown, and I just use it nonstop, and it is also going to be 40% off. So I'll probably buy a restock of this on the sale. And then the last beauty product that I'm sharing is number 13. It is the Medicube PDRN Eye Cream. This stuff, I swear, as long as it says Medicube and PDRN, you need to get it. I have their sheet masks that I have restocked on. I use the regular serum and now the eye cream. One, it's affordable. Two, it takes any redness away, but it also just works with my sensitive skin. Anytime I use eye cream, I have to be so careful because I'll love something and then a few days later, I'm like, my eyes like burn, they hurt, they are cracking, like the skin around my eyes will crack because this is just such a sensitive area. And not only is this affordable, but it has not done any of that to my eyes. It just makes them glow, feel lighter and brighter. I feel like it has helped dark circles. Such an affordable product. Anything PDRN Medicube, get it on the sale. Now we are moving into fashion, and product number 14 is this Anne Rabess two-piece lounge set. To be honest, when I saw this, I was like, it's giving Spanx Air Essentials. Like, it looks really similar. Now, I don't personally have this set, and I do think I'm going to buy it on the sale so that I can kind of compare the two, but style-wise, the pants, the top, everything, the way it lays, the material that I mean, it just looks just like the Spanx one. So that is a really, really nice set, and I always love Anne Rabess. Number 15 is an Anne Rabess Cozy Cuff Knit Sweater. I do have this one in black, white, and I believe like maybe a blue or a gray, and it is just as cozy as it looks on screen. I will say, don't size up thinking this will give you an oversized fit. It is pretty cropped. I'd say maybe it'll hit at your waistline if you size up, but this is not one that like if you size up, you're gonna get extra length. So stick to your true size in this one. It's really, really cozy, and the color that you see on screen is what you're gonna get when it comes in, and that is what I love about Anne Rabess the most. Now, number 16, blue light blocking glasses. I always share things like this because I just think it's really important to protect your eyes. Eye health is important, and that's just something I've discovered as I have aged, and I try and be really good about wearing wearing glasses when I'm at the computer. So recently I got a pair of prescription glasses that have the blue light blocking effect in them as well. And it has made such a difference in especially like tension headaches and just headaches overall at the end of the day after I've stared at my screen all day. Number 17, the CRZ Yoga Butter Luxe leggings are fantastic, but I will say if you do not get the right size, that is when they will fall down and you'll have to be pulling them up. And people always are like, oh my gosh, but do they fall down? And I'm like, only if you get the wrong size. I get my true size small in these and they fit perfect and they don't slide down, they don't fall. I'm not constantly having to like, jump around in them when I'm at the gym. These are pretty much the only workout leggings that I wear when I am exercising in the cooler months, and I just cannot say enough good things about them. I even have some that are like full length, the 7/8 lengths, like they are the best workout leggings. I will never ever get off the CRZ yoga train. Like it's one of my faves. Number 18, these Dream Pair shoes are a look for less and they are adorable. Now I actually had a pair of these and I lost them. I have no idea where they are. So I do think I'm going to buy these on the Prime Day deal this year because I love these so much. If you've never purchased a pair of Dream Pair shoes, I feel like they are the most comfortable shoes out there and they have a lot of good look for less options. And I think I did see a lot of shoe options on the Prime Day deals. Number 19, we have this dress. I love casual things like this. You can wear these with sneakers or ballet flats. So you do kind of have a little bit of leeway to play there with how you style it, but it also had a variety of colors. Number 20 are these Hanes Moisture Wicking socks. Now I will say, I love these socks, but I would not recommend these for working out. I actually wear these kind of as my like day-to-day athleisure socks. I think that they're just a hair too rough, at least on my feet. When I was like walking in these continuously, I found that I got more blisters than when I was like actually buying thick socks that are meant for runners. So just a heads up, maybe pass on these if you have sensitive feet. Not something I ever thought I'd say, but yeah, they're just definitely a little rougher than some other ones out there, but great for athleisure wear. And then number 21 are actually like the most comfortable pajamas of life. And I did show the white on screen simply because when I was a bride, I feel like I was looking through pajamas and getting ready robes and everything was so expensive. If you put the word bride in front of it, you could easily get some white pajamas, get the monogram, get bride put on them, get whatever, and then you have an affordable pair of pajamas from Amazon that you're not breaking the bank on simply because it says bride on it. I have these in brown as well, and I just think they are the most comfortable, cute PJs, and anytime I wear them on screen, people are like, where are those from? Amazon, babe. They fit true to size. They're comfortable. I can't get enough. Number 22 is this plain gray sweatshirt. Now, this isn't the exact one I have. This one has a few more like seams to it than the one that I have, but I love a good plain sweatshirt. So I always want to mention things like that because I mean, of course, they're really easy to style, but I always get like a multitude of colors because I just can't get enough. Number 23, this Vera Bradley book bag. You guys, Vera Bradley is one of those items that like it is going to last. So when I saw that they were on the sale, it just had me feeling real nostalgic and I wanted to include it because if you are looking for an item that is not going to tear up, it is Vera Bradley. And if you have ever owned a Vera Bradley piece, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know why that brand doesn't get more credit, but I was super excited to see them included on the sale. Number 24, I do know I'm talking fast, guys, but again, I don't want to keep us here all day because I do have 75 products to share. This women's fleece lounge set looks so comfortable. Now I did get this one and it's not tall girl friendly, so it looked insane on me and I sent it back. So I would say like 5'6"-ish, 5'7", or shorter, you're good with this one, especially if you want it to look like it does on the model, but for a 5'9" girly, no, it did not work. And then number 25, this leather tote bag just looks so nice. I'm loving leather tote bags. I used to not be a big tote girl, and I feel like now that's all I buy. And I like that this one has a regular handle or a shoulder strap to it. So I think you could also maybe get away with using this as like a diaper bag or a work bag. I really wish that someone would have said like, hey girl, you really aren't gonna use an actual diaper bag that long with your kids, because I feel like by the time I had Roman, I was just like shoving things down in my purse. So a tote was a little bit more convenient for me. So that is also an option with this. And then number 26 are these women's suede clogs. They are so cute, a designer look for less. This brand usually fits true to size. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing really I can say about these apart from the fact that they're basic and cute and on a deal. Now, I don't personally own that brand. I do want to also note that, but I did want to include them because I do get asked for that particular style of shoes a lot. Now I did want to cover some fitness items. So product number 27 are adjustable weights. These always do really well for me, so I always include them in sale videos because truth be told, like adjustable weights are so convenient. I just wish that I would have started out with adjustable weights because now I have so many sets of weights and I don't even use half of them because I don't lift 5 pounds anymore. I don't lift 8. Like I'm up in the like 20, 25s now, and it just sucks that I have all these weights I don't use. Had I done adjustable, I feel like it would just, everything would be getting used a little bit more, which is really nice. And then number 28, Amazon Essential Sports Bras. Now, I have heard a lot of great things about these. So again, this is an item I'm considering buying on the deal myself because I feel like sports bras, y'all know they are not all made equal. And I am very particular about mine, but I actually have seen a couple people mention how much they love these. So I wanted to put them in the fitness category. And then number 29 is the Fitbit band. This is also a product that people are just like, hey, do you have any fitness trackers? I think I mentioned yesterday, I didn't see the Oura Ring listed in any early deals, but I did see a few different styles of Fitbit bands, and I do feel like there is something so good about tracking your workout. I know some people really can like harp on it and focus on it, and I think if that's kind of your mindset, that's not really a healthy place to be when you're working out. But for me, I like to know how effective the workout was. I like to know, you know, did I maybe overdo it or something like that? So I think having a fitness tracker is really important. I have had Fitbits in the past, I've had Apple Watch, but now I do, oh, it's this finger, I do wear the Oura Ring. So I will keep an eye out and share that if it is on a deal on my Instagram. Number 30, these Samsung Galaxy earbuds. Sam, do not watch this, but I'm going to get him some of these because to be honest, that man goes through so many pairs of headphones and we cannot figure out why. Like, he just breaks a lot of headphones. And so we've just been trying all these different kinds of brands and are like intrigued to try all the different kinds and see how long they last. So he actually used to have a Samsung Galaxy and love it. I don't know how it's gonna play with his Apple iPhone now, but I did see that these earbuds were included. And then number 31, this vibration plate, I keep seeing these on TikTok. This one's 20% off on Prime Day. And I see that this can burn like so many calories just by standing on it. Now, I don't feel like this is something I could ever do, but it's definitely something I've seen a lot of people say, like if you're trying to get back into the fitness game or you're not yet there, like this can actually be kind of a cool thing to start with. So something to think about, but I personally have never tried. And then number 32, I will die on my hill for the weighted vest. And I think anytime I mention this, I'm always like, please, you guys, it's just so good, get it. The weighted vests are going to take your walks, your runs, your workouts, and just turn the dial up to 10. You will not need a super heavy weight. I would say like maybe start with 4 pounds, especially if you are new to working out, if you are comfortable working out, but you still wanna work up a sweat, maybe 6 or 8 pounds. Sam will sometimes run with a 6. I think the other day he ran with 8 and was like, that's a little much, but these just elevate your walk, elevate your run, anything, they turn the dial up to 10, so can't recommend it enough. Now we are in the home category, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I feel like the home category really was the one that like, it did not give me a lot of deal info. So I do have like product information, but not specific. So this 2-pack of hat holders holds 20 hats, I believe each. And this is something that's really cool because I feel like I know a number of people who like, when they're obsessed with hats, they're obsessed with them, and those are hands down one of the most difficult things to store. So something for the wall is actually really nice, and I've considered getting these. I don't know if I have 40 hats, but I might have like maybe 15. And so I think this is a great way to store them. The next product for number 34 is this 2-pack of like under bed rolling storage. Things like this are really convenient. If you do need under the bed storage, you know that that is like prime real estate that you do not want to miss out on, but it's not always easy to get things in and out of. So I do like that this has wheels and also a clear top. So when you pull it out, as soon as it's out, you can see what's inside of it and you're not guessing. That's a really nice feature in my opinion. Number 35, literally always a top seller on Prime Day. And I don't get it, but I do. I have these velvet hangers in black. That's all I use, and that is all I've used for well over 5 years at this point. They are amazing hangers, but it's just so funny to me that they're always a top seller. So again, I didn't get any specific deal info. This was one that it looked like a variety of brands and different sizes and colors and quantities were on a deal. But if you are looking to make your closet look more organized, even if you don't do any other organization, but you go in and you change out all of your hangers to match, right there, your closet's gonna look more organized. So I keep my closet organized by color, and then I have these hangers, and it looks so organized all the time, and I love it. Number 36, these tile trackers by Life 360 are a great alternative to the Apple AirTag. So if you don't have an Apple phone, you could definitely do tile, and they have a bunch of different styles. They have like cards that you can put in your wallet if you ever lose your wallet. I think they have things for your keys. These I think also can go on your keys, but they're just very similar to AirTags, and this is a little 4-pack in a variety of colors. But it is from Life 360, so I'm not entirely sure if you have to utilize Life 360 in order to track these, but we used to have that, like our whole family had that when we were in high school, and it's a very easy app to use. So no bad things to say about it from there, but I just personally am an Apple girl, so I use AirTags. Number 37, the Bissell Little Green Machine is gonna be 21% off on the sale, and I always share this. Not only is it a top seller for me, I think it's also a top seller on Prime Day. I don't know why everybody always needs a good little handheld vacuum cleaning machine, and the little green one from Bissell just does the trick. This Steam Shot, I love this thing so much. Sam was like, Moriah, you look crazy, because I actually started cleaning one time, and we have white walls in this house, but any paint color is going to show like wear and tear. I mean, I've had gray walls in my house and it showed wear and tear, but it does not matter what color you use. If you use a magic eraser on your walls, it's gonna like take off the sheen. So if you use cleaner, it's gonna take off the color. Like, it's just really frustrating. Well, so I one day just randomly tried like my little Steam Shot on the walls, and I was like, did I just figure this out? It literally just melted the mess right off, and the wall looked perfect. It didn't mess with the paint, and it came off in seconds. So like before I could even like think, I just was like on my hands and knees doing all the baseboards, and Sam was like, you look crazy. And I was like, I'm obsessed with this. So this is hands down one of my favorite cleaning items, because I feel like it just cleans those hard to reach places, because it is a Steam Shot. It's really powerful, but it's also great just like when you randomly do need to clean the walls. I don't clean my walls regularly, but when I do, I need it to work and I need it to not mess up my paint, and this does that. Number 39, I've never in my life had a tool work like this. It is a bug bite suction tool, and my parents and I can't quite figure out how it does it, because when you use this, you're gonna actually like put it up next to the bug bite, push down, and then suck your skin up in there, hold it for about 30 seconds, push it back down like that little handle so that you don't actually get like a hickey looking mark. We've never had a hickey looking mark, but it's not like you can like see the bug bite like oozing or anything, but miraculously it stops itching every single time, and like won't ever itch again. It is the strangest, most magic tool of life. We have gotten our boys on these all the time, and so like if Ezra gets bit, he's like, hey mommy, like I need that bug bite tool, and it will take it like gone, seconds, and it doesn't itch, doesn't burn. I have seen if you have a stinger left in you, this can actually help pull that out. I don't know how true that statement is because we've never used it for that, but yeah, like you are literally looking to just poof, make a bug bite disappear, use this. Number 40, this crisscross desk chair is so funny, but it was a hot seller in July when I mentioned it, because I mean, you really shouldn't. Like, the designer in me, the girl who knows the ergonomics behind it, the importance behind it, you should not sit at a desk chair with your legs crossed. However, it's more comfortable in my opinion. And this actually has a wide bottom that's like a little bit slanted, so you can sit comfortably with your legs crossed. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get this. We have a really nice desk chair that Sam and I kind of use whenever we're working at the desk, but I think I just need to do it. I wanted to get it on the last Prime Day, went back and forth. So if I do end up getting it, I'll let you guys know and I'll keep you updated on it. But don't sit with your legs crossed, but at the same time, like, I can't not. Number 41 is the Dyson V8. This will be 14% off, but that is for the V8. So Dyson kind of has a variety of models and styles at different discounts. It just really depends on what you need. So the V8, like this one that I am linking, I don't recommend if you have pets, because it actually is a fairly small attachment. Now it's really lightweight, which is amazing, but we have one that's like the compartment where all the hair goes is significantly larger because we have little kids and pets, and so we just need, you know, more vacuuming capabilities. So just check and see what works for you, but definitely, you know, a lot of good price points there. Number 42 is this memory foam mattress. I love memory foam mattresses. I feel like they are the best thing that ever happened to my back, because you get on it and you kind of feel like it's hard, but then it's just like you slowly seep into it just enough. I believe this one did also have different depths that you could get, but I could not get any specific deal info on that one as well. And then number 43, these mesh laundry bags are fantastic for so many things. I feel like this day I put a lot of stuff in mesh bags, not just like bras and sports bras, but even sometimes I'll put underwear and socks. Just like my kids' socks are so small still that I'm like, I just can't with how many of these get stuck in the wash and just all over the place. So I'll even shove all of these down in the bag. So I just love these in my washing machine. And speaking of kids, number 44, this is the best thing that I've ever used for removing stains, especially purple. If you have like berry stains, you will literally spray this and watch the stain disappear. I kind of use this in combination with OxyClean for really tough to get out stains, and I have found great success in that. So I did want to also include the reviews, because 77,000 reviews is absolutely amazing, and I love that they now have a big spray bottle for this. I keep this stuff on hand constantly. Number 45, this motion sensor bathroom trash can is really nice. I feel like as long as you have a lid, I feel like you're kind of good with animals, but just something to think about, because like Doug does not mess with our bathroom trash at all. But I could definitely see like the dogs that I grew up with, like as soon as they figured out how to like get into the bathroom trash can with the motion sensor, they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm all about it. So I do love things like this. This also looks like it's a fairly compact size, so it will fit in a small space in a bathroom. And while we don't need any of these right now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have considered getting this just because I love the look of it. And I feel like bathroom trash cans are just kind of unfortunate looking at all times. Number 46 is this organizer. So you can use this for a variety of things. You can use it for board games, but I actually love this for my kids' books when we're traveling, for toys, because it's like a hard organizer, but it actually fits a lot of stuff, like way more than you think. So for 2 years running now, I have used this style organizer when we go to the beach, and I pack tons of like books and toys in there, throw it in the car. It's clear, you know, they can go through it and kind of pick out what they want. But they also stack really well. I had not thought about it for board games though. We don't have a ton of board games, but my parents do. So I actually might mention this to them, because that is a really, really great idea. And then number 47 is the Skylight Max calendar. Now I did mention this yesterday simply because I cannot get enough of my Skylight calendar. I didn't see if the regular model was going to be on sale, and if it is, I will also link it under number 47. The Max is very large and very expensive, but I could have sworn I was a, you know, pen to paper calendar girl, and once I got my Skylight, I was like, oh God, I'm actually a digital calendar girl. What it is I can't stand with my phone having to open up my phone, unlock it, go to a calendar app, then look at it. The Skylight calendar is just a calendar. It's easy to auto sync. Like my husband and I both have the apps on our phones, and so we are on one wavelength now. He adds his schedule to it, I add my schedule, and automatically it updates everywhere. We meal plan on this, we grocery plan on this. It is just so convenient, and to have been such a die-hard, write it out calendar girl, this thing has completely changed me. I have it on so many of my gift guides, you guys. It is insane. I cannot recommend this enough. It is the best Christmas gift of all time. Number 48 is the Sony ZV-1F. I get asked to always share like content creating products, just because I know so many people do like TikTok videos now, even YouTube. And to be honest, when it comes to my camera equipment, and I'm filming this video with a Canon EOS 80D, and I love it. Like this is my main channel camera. When it comes to vlog cameras, I think that Sony has much better sound quality and is a little bit easier to maneuver for vlogging. So I think I mentioned like the R50 Canon yesterday. That is a great sit down, talk, chat like this video, but the Sony ZV-1F is fantastic for vlogging. I have that for a vlog camera, and it's really, really good. It comes with the little microphone attachment. Sony kind of hangs their hat on their sound quality. Zero negative things to say about it, truly. And then the last product for the home category is this spin scrub brush for cleaning. There are a ton of different styles of this scrub brush, but I've mentioned it a few times because it really does specifically for those hard to reach places. Like at our old house before I had this, I had scrub brushes, and like they would get up high, but they weren't working really well. And so it was always just like you could kind of see the upper part of our shower was never as clean. And then when I I bought this actual scrubber, I didn't have to use any crazy pressure. I literally would just stand there and it would like spin and get all of that gunk off of the shower. So it made our shower really, really clean, which is why we have it now and use it now. And it is fantastic. So again, bunch of different like styles and prices. So I couldn't get specific details on that one, but it is a really, really great option to have for cleaning. And you guys know I'm serious about my cleaning products. Number 50 is the Breville Barista Espresso Machine. Now, I always get asked to share this. It's 20% off. It's expensive. Okay. There are a lot of espresso machines that are like insane. And I do know that people who are serious about their espresso are like cool with paying that amount. But 20% off today. However, number 51 is a little bit of a smaller machine that is a little bit more affordable. So this is also an espresso machine. It's a DeLonghi Compact, but this one, even like base price, was a little bit better. And I love my Nespresso. Like that's pretty much what I use. I just need to be able to pop a pot in and be done with it. But yeah, espresso machines, man, they're not cheap. 52 is the electric glass kettle. This will be 21% off. Cannot recommend a glass kettle enough. I don't have this exact brand, but of course we know, you don't want to heat up plastic anymore. And I think of all the days that I literally used to use my plastic kettle in college and I just shudder. But this is a glass one, and I also just feel like they're very easy to clean. And again, 21% off. So very easy to usually like set up. This says it is the #1 best-selling kettle brand in the US. So not sure if that's 100% true, but nice to know. Number 53 are the Henckels knife set. This was a top seller of mine last year, and it is 13% off. And one of the reasons why I loved my Henckels knife set and mentioned it is when we went to the beach in 2024 with my parents and my brother, like every single one of us were like, why are these the most fantastic knives ever? And then we realized, we're like, oh, they're Henckels, that's why. Now you can get different kinds. This one in that top left little part, you see that black thing that has a ring on it, that is actually the sharpener. So this particular style is 13% off. But I do also believe they have the block that has the sharpener inside of it on a deal as well. And that thing is what they actually had at the beach. And it was so cool because every time you pull the knife out or stick it in, it sharpens the knife for you. And that is absolutely incredible. But Henckels is a amazing, amazing brand. I have just absolutely loved our knife block set. And I'm like, who knew growing up you would prefer a block of knives, but apparently I do, and it's Henckels. Number 54 is this mini rice cooker, and I've mentioned this already in one of my early Prime Day videos. I use the green pan one now, and one of the reasons why I love it is that it does not burn the first bottom layer of rice. Like everything in it is really nice, but that's an expensive rice cooker, and I'm obsessed with it. I think it is the best thing ever. But if you're looking for an affordable one, this is a great option. Just do know it's probably gonna burn that first layer of rice. It just happens. It comes with the territory. But I love a rice cooker because you literally put the rice in and you walk away. You're not having to stand over the water and watch it, make sure it's good and test this and test that. Like, it's just easy. So I really didn't think like having a preferred rice cooker would be on my 2025 bingo card. But again, here we are. Growing up is strange. 55, this mini sandwich maker. I actually think I shared something like this in July and it did really well. So when I saw that it was going to be on a deal, I wanted to share. If you want to do hot sandwiches or grilled cheeses, it's a great option. And number 56, now this stainless steel cleaner is truly, like, this brand in general is one of my favorites, but this is more of, in my opinion, a polish. I have some appliance wipes that I use now and I really love them for when I'm just cleaning my stainless steel. But when I want it to shine, we're having family over for a holiday gathering, I really want my kitchen appliances to, like, honestly sparkle. That's when I use this. It's a very, very thick consistency. Same with this brand's wood polish. Very, very thick, but it just makes it shine and it makes it beautiful. So I cannot recommend this enough, but just know this is more of, in my opinion, a polish than a day-to-day cleaner. It will also leave a residue, at least the wood cleaner will. It kind of leaves like a light residue, not in a bad way, but just like you can tell it was polished way. So again, that's why I don't use it every single day. But for holidays and like when I'm deep cleaning, it really is so nice. You guys, number 57, the Stanley 2.0 is, at least at the time of filming this, the list that I received, 45% off. 45% off. Now, I know that Stanley has included themselves in previous year sales, and this was one that was not included. I don't know if they got pushback on that. I think I did see one time it was like 2% off. 45% off is what it was showing me in early deals. So that is amazing if you are a cup girl. To be honest, as time has gone, I love a BrewMate because it's 100% leak proof, but I still have so many Stanleys that I use and love. Now we're getting into the outdoor category. Again, guys, I'm so sorry I'm talking fast. I just don't want to keep us here all day. If you are still here, please drop a blue heart emoji in the comment section. I love to see how many of you guys watch these videos all the way through. But talking number 58, this 100-gallon waterproof outdoor bin, let me tell you, I pushed back so much. I was like, we don't need one, we don't need one, we don't need one. And my mom was like, please just shut up and take ours. Like, we don't use it. Just take it. Take it. Let the boys put their outdoor stuff in it. Whatever. I will never be without one of these now. Why did I not have one? I don't know. It's massive. It fits everything. It fits all their big outdoor toys. It basically fits everything except for our chairs. And so, of course, cleaning up the yard, like that's something that we do and it's nice, but having a waterproof bin that all of their stuff can be in is so nice. And like they now know they go to the bin every time we go outside. All right, let's go get our, the toys that we want to use today. So there is, again, a few different like styles and sizes, but I must say on this one, get the biggest one possible. Like I promise you, you'll use it. Just the bigger, the better. Number 59, this little 3-piece wicker patio set looks adorable. And honestly, we never sit on our front porch, but this was one of the little sets that we considered for our front porch because I was like, it's so cute. If we were to sit out there, I would probably replace it with these because I love the look of these so much. I think that when it comes to outdoor furniture, wicker is, of course, like the most durable. It just looks really good. But anything that has a table is just really nice because you just never know like what you're going to carry out, what you need to sit down. So regardless of what brand or kind you get, always get one that also has a table. I cannot emphasize that enough. There's been like sets that I bought that didn't have a table and I was like, what the heck? Now I have to find one that matches. Number 60 is this outdoor grill cart. This looks really, really nice. Now, I wasn't sure about all the little features. To me, this looked like it had a shelf underneath where you could keep additional things, but it's not gonna be like a place where you could store like an additional gas tank or anything. So if you have a grill master in your family, that would be a fantastic Christmas gift. Number 61, this hoverboard with LED lights, 42% off, and I was cackling the other day, but it was genius. We went to the apple orchard and their workers were actually on hoverboards. And I thought to myself, that's really interesting. I wonder what your insurance thinks about that. But to be honest, like they were kind of going back and forth continuously, like restocking things, and they were on asphalt and all of them were zooming through on these hoverboards. And I was like, that is genius. I would fall and bust my butt, but I do know that my younger brother growing up could like do these in like 0.2 seconds. My husband could do it now. So it would be a great Christmas gift idea. Or if you know someone who's constantly zooming back and forth with errands, maybe something to get there since it's 42% off. It's not bad. Number 62, Ring doorbell, 43% off. Again, I've said it so many times in this video. Lots of different styles, different lights. They have some that are hardwired, some that are battery powered. We have a variety of Ring products in this house, and we have some that are, well, all of ours are hardwired, but we have some that are like with the floodlights, some that don't have the floodlights, the security system. And I just absolutely love the Ring system. There are so many good brands out there, but when it comes to setting up, I would have been like, oh my God, I was like, Ring is taking forever. But I feel like now I see it from the other side, having used the Ring system as long as we have, it really was essential in setting up our Ring system. And now I think it's the most seamless thing ever. It is one of just my favorite home items. So just something to note, if you've never used Ring, it's definitely, the floodlights specifically were I was like, oh my God, why is this taking so long? But now, especially with how customizable all the settings are, we have all of our cameras set to do different things at different times, and Ring is such a good brand. Number 63, these Thermacell refillable cartridges are 21% off, and I absolutely love these. Anytime I mention the Thermacell machine that we have, it always is a top seller because it is this tiny little machine that you actually can sometimes, I feel, see just like a little bit of like, almost just looks like a little puff coming up from it, but it's scent free, and this keeps the mosquitoes away. And I have mentioned so many times, like when I used to use our treadmill, actually, I would sit this and you could like see the mosquitoes like fly up and turn around and fly away. And my husband now, he actually uses our treadmill more, and he uses this all the time. He sits it in a little cup holder and he never has bug issues. So I did want to include the refills because simply those are, in my opinion, the most expensive part, of course, but they're worth it. Now I have a couple tech items, and I always mention a portable speaker because I just think it's the best gift. Like, I have anywhere from maybe 3 to 6 different portable speakers, and we use them all the time. There are some that we are cool with taking outside. There's some that we don't want to take outside because they're a little bit nicer. I have this particular speaker. I play my audiobooks when I'm like getting ready, when I'm showering and the kids aren't here, and I just feel like the sound quality is so crisp. Bose is such a high quality brand. It's a great price point. My husband has one that my parents got him when we first started dating, and we have been together for almost 11 years. So it still is performing like brand new, and they got him that like so long ago. So Bose is a great brand. And again, you'll see a lot of different portable speakers on my gift guides when I do launch them on YouTube because I just think it's such a good gift. And then this charging station is 37% off. Now, I'm not a big fan of these kind of things when it's comes to just like your home. I think you need to use the chargers that come with your devices in order to prolong the battery life the most. I have heard over time, like, you know, you really shouldn't use a third-party charging device because it'll mess up your battery. And I used to be like, okay. And then I like experienced that actually is true. So for this, I feel like this is a desk charger or I'm traveling charger because it is kind of a one-stop shop. You've got something for your watch, your phone. It does even look like AirPods, but I just get a little nervous. And now that I'm saying this back, I think that actually might be why my husband has destroyed so many chargers, because I tell him not to put them on this, and I think he does full time. So anyways, just something to think about. Definitely a short-term use charger. I would not use this full time, guys. I can speak. Number 66 is this Nimbot label maker. Now, I have a different kind of the Nimbot. My mom got me on it. It is such a good brand, a very easy label maker to use, to reset, easy to set up, you know, pretty straightforward, not crazy, like no crazy bells and whistles. And I feel like the price is always really good too. So labels are my jam. I love them so much. And so I wanted to include that in this video. And then number 67 is actually the travel section. So the BagSmart compression cubes are 20% off. And I mentioned these in an early Prime Day deal video. I feel kind of dumb. I was always using packing cubes and I loved them, but I would always hear people talk about compression packing cubes. And I was like, what is the difference? And then I got these in and I was like, oh, so basically you put all of your stuff into the packing cube, you zip it up like normal, and then there is an additional zipper that like actually compresses everything down. I was like, wow, we've been living under a rock, especially to be as obsessed with Amazon as I am. I had no idea. So I wanted to include the gray and green, but I have the gray and pink. And then I did get a really small pack just because I love my packing cubes, but I don't think like I need every single thing to be compressed, just also because it's probably gonna wrinkle a little bit more. So something to note, but yeah, definitely great for saving space. Number 68, this toiletry bag I have mentioned pretty much anytime I get the chance to, because it is one, always a top seller, two, one of my personal favorites, three, I've told everybody and their mothers about it, and all my friends and family now use it because this toiletry bag fits full size products. You're not gonna have to put them in travel size, which of course does mean you can't use it as a carry-on, but when you zip this bad boy up and you've got full-size shampoo bottles, skincare in there, you've got hairbrushes in there, like full-size things, it still zips up. So again, BagSmart has just perfected the ability to make every bag not feel too heavy, but it's bulky. So just something to keep in mind. You also may not want to carry it in your carry-on because you'll have full-size products, but it's thick. So I do love this. They have a number of different sizes, but if you get the one that fits full-size products, you need to get the large. The medium, I believe, will fit some, not all, full size, but I have the large and I think it is the best thing ever. It does also hang, but I will say I don't personally do that because it gets really, really heavy and I just don't want to break it or break the door hanger for that matter. Number 69, there are a lot of good makeup bags out there, but this is definitely one that holds a lot of stuff. I have mentioned a couple times throughout the last couple years that if you're looking for a makeup bag that like holds everything but the kitchen sink, this is it. And I actually used to keep all of my makeup in this at our old house because it held so many things. And when you open it up, it lays flat, which is just so nice because you're not digging around in a bag looking for one particular thing. So when you are traveling, this is great. But I will say this one, you do have to kind of be careful because the more you load it down, the more you will have to like really squeeze it together and like zip it up and, you know, put some oomph into it. But that one's showing for 30% off. And then the toiletry bag that I just shared was showing for 39. So some great deals on travel items. And then number 70, this is also one I mentioned. Next week, actually, I'm going to California and I take this every single time I travel anywhere because you can actually slide this right over your suitcase. And it's really nice because you do have a cup holder, but I find that there are not enough trash cans at the airport. It never fails. There's not enough trash cans and I always have papers in my hand or receipts or something. And so what I actually do is I will use one side as like a little trash can for my wrappers, for, you know, whatever I have. And then the other side for my cup. And then whenever I get to a trash can, I'll just unload it. So it's like I carry around my little mini personal trash can with me at the airport, but it's just very small and discreet. I have a leopard print one. I've had it for years and years at this point, and it has never failed me. So highly recommend it. And then I do just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you are not interested in the kids portion, then you can go ahead and click out here. I just adore you guys, and I'm so grateful for how successful you guys make my Prime Day. It would not be a success without you, and I'm so eternally grateful. But if you are interested in like the kid baby section, number 71 is this Boppy nursing pillow. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have some harsh opinions about the Boppy nursing pillow in a positive way. I love it. And everyone was like, the Boppy's not good. You want this kind of pillow. Whenever I was breastfeeding with Ezra, and I was like, I'm obsessed with this thing. And they kept trying to tell me to get one that like clipped all the way around your back or something. And I just was like, no, I'm not clipping something around my back every time. Sam loved the Boppy pillow. He literally used to like sit it up next to him. And Ezra would lay with him when he was like a little baby while Sam was working. I mean, I used it for nursing all the time. I used it just to like prop them up. Like I used my Boppy pillow so much that I was going to give it to my sister-in-law when she was pregnant. I was like, maybe we shouldn't because this thing's old and has been through it. But they redesigned it. So if you've heard bad things about the Boppy and that has made you kind of wary to try it, just know one, I personally loved it. But two, I do think that this is the design fix that people were saying. They were like, the way it's shaped doesn't fit, you know, nicely around you. They do have a little bit of a wider opening on this one. So while I couldn't get deal info, I felt like that was definitely something I needed to share because that was the one thing is everyone was like, it just doesn't fit perfectly around you. And I didn't find that to be the case, but they did redesign it. Number 72 is this Fun Boy Hot Wheels sleepover bed. Now this is really cute and I want to get it for the boys, but I know if I get this for them and just let them like play on it for funsies, we'll never get them back in their regular beds. So I'm thinking this will be something for when they're like older and maybe you're having like sleepovers for their birthdays or whatever. I absolutely love all the Fun Boy stuff. They have really cool blow up beds. They have like really cool blow up little pool toys. Like this brand entirely just seems so fun. So I did want to include that one. And then number 73, I'm actually really happy so many of you guys said you loved it. This Graco car seat is going to be 30% off. And we're actually planning on getting a car seat for our boys. Now, Even Flow, I love mentioning that on a Prime Day deal. It is my favorite car seat. It is a fully rotating car seat. So you load the child in facing you and then you can turn it rear facing or forward facing. If that is on a deal, I will also link it under number 73 below. However, that is one that, and I think that might be why I didn't see it on the deals. They'll be like, it's gonna be on a deal for the entire Prime Day. And then miraculously it just won't. And I'm like, what the heck, you guys? So I couldn't get any early deal info on that one. That is the one that we use full-time, long-term in my car. However, we only have one even flow in Sam's car, and if ever he has both boys, we have to like move the car seats back and forth. So I said, let's get another car seat, and Sam said, we don't need to spend as much as the even flow. He was like, Ezra rides in my car maybe once a month. And he was like, I don't even care if it's rotating. And so we actually are thinking about this one, and in my early Prime Day deal video, a lot of you guys were like, oh my God, I love that car seat so much. It's like really, really good. So other mamas who have purchased this one have said that they really like it. It being 30% off, we'll put it at a really good price point, but just something that's on our wish list, but also something to note that we have the even flow and love it. It's just a matter of like, we don't need all the bells and whistles for Sam's truck. Number 74, the boys absolutely love this play kit. It is from Melissa and Doug, and it just, anything Melissa and Doug encourages imagination. So I always encourage parents to get this. There's never been a Melissa and Doug toy that our boys got that they did not just completely obsess over. And I think they had a variety of things on sale. And then number 75, this is going to be 48% off. My mom's best friend got this for my boys Christmas of 2020, I believe it was 2024. And when I tell you, they love that toy. To this very day, Roman walked up to me and handed me a little ice cream cone yesterday. I was like pretending to lick it, like he just loves it. So I personally, of all the Melissa and Doug toys, this is my favorite because I feel like my boys have gotten the most use out of this one. And so being 48% off is amazing. Guys, we did it. We completed Prime Day 2. Again, I'm so thankful for you guys for being here, for shopping my links. Prepping for Prime Day is such a task, but I always love doing it because I love seeing how much you guys love Prime Day. And I hope that you found some good Christmas wish list items. I hope that if there was something you were looking for your home, you found it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love and adore you. Click the subscribe button because we're talking Walmart deals tomorrow, and I'll see you guys next time.